Alrighty. Give me a second to go live on here. Alright, I'm just starting it. I'm a little late here today. I apologize as usual. I woke up late today. A little later than I usually do. But I'm here. I am here. Alright. Anything else I need to... I think it's my little stream avatars. Let me launch that. Let's connect that. Put you away. I think that's what I want to do. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right, then, guys, welcome back to another stream here today. Or if you're watching this later on, after this gets uploaded, welcome to another video. I hope you guys have been doing great and wonderful on this day or night, depending on your time. Is everything good? Yeah, everything's doesn't like my stream went off. Kind of weird, but hopefully everything is running. Yeah, everything's running. This is running. Cool. All right. Yeah. Let's get started, shall we? I think I'm ready. I think I have everything I need here. I have everything I need to show right now, so it should be good. Cool. All right, so let's get started, shall we? So let me tell you what's a plan for what's going on here right now with the game. So I have this game in a really good spot where I have majority of the things I need. I still need to add more characters or more like NPCs and create the logic for them. So I still need that part. But besides that, I have majority of the things I need to be able to create the game loop for this game, to put everything together. You know, I have NPCs here. You can talk to them, interact with them. I need to create the dialogue for them, right? So stuff like that I still need to do. But as a functionality wise, everything is already good. I can farm, I can cut down trees, I can fish, I can, you know, interact with other NPCs, and I can use that to be able to create a loop for my game. So that's one thing I need to do. Another thing is the art. I definitely need to spend some time and start looking either for art or start creating them for this game. I think that will be the next step for this game that I need right now, is to do art. I would like to make the game look a lot better. At least something that will be fit into the world of the game that I have. And I think I want to make that be the next step right now before I do everything else. Or I could do both, like doing this and also do the game loop at the same time. But I have plans maybe for this weekend to look into it and research some stuff. Maybe there's assets out there that I can use, that I can fit it in for this game. I don't know. I'll have to take a look into that, but at least that's the plan. But before we even do any of that, there's some stuff that I would like to add to this game right now when it comes to dev. And adding more, let me go into this to this testing. Adding more dev tools in here that'll make it easier for me to debug and stuff like that. So I'll be able to either click on this and be able to do a lot of things in here, because I can avoid adding all of this stuff and maybe add a terminal kind of UI kind of thing where I can go in here, put a slash, and then be like add item, and then give it the item ID, or it can be add quest, and then the quest ID or whatever. And I don't need to have these tool things here, and I can make it a lot easier for me without needing to do all of this stuff in here. So I think that's a good thing that I would like to add in here. Let's get started with that. I think that's something that'll be great, and I'm gonna be able to use that to change the time. Like I want to be in the morning, midnight, you know, evening, or that kind of stuff. Change the season and all that kind of stuff to make it a lot easier without crowding the UI for the dev tool right now. I think that'll be awesome. Be able to do all that stuff. So let's go into the scripts then. I don't know if I have it open already. Dun, dun. Nope, I don't have it open. Let's go into the scripts dev tools. So let's go into this. Let's see. What is this doing? This is doing okay. You know what? Let me do a little bit of cleanup in here. Let's do a pass right now for the time being. And let's create a function here. Or show. What do we call this? Hold on, before I name that correctly, let's paste it in here. I need to add a delta here. The increments, it gets the player, and just positions it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say show stats. I guess that was probably a good thing. I can name it delta there, just so I know what the hell is going on in that one. Show stats. Cool. So button add item. Button add quest. So I'd like to basically remove those and basically just say, not really a terminal kind of thing, but and I'm gonna do this. Probably should create a script for it and do it elsewhere right without doing it in here. No, let's do that. Let's create a script for it. That way I don't go crazy on these debug tools. Let's create a test here. I mean a script. Call it terminal. I don't need to name it right now. Oh yes, I guess I do. It should be class name. I guess so. Let's go to the debug scene so I can. I think it probably created a scene for that, and under it we'll have all the UI I need for it. Go to dev scene. Oop, why is it not there? I don't know. That's under UI, that's why. Yeah, UI dev, there it is. UI dev. And in here is where I would like to create my stuff. I'll put it under the dev panel. Yeah, let's do that. Let's add a node. Yeah. Be a control node. I might just name it terminal for now. This is what the terminal script will go to. That means I'm going to have to update the terminal to be a control. On top, save that, and you can put it under here. All right, so I would like to take in this basically this item ID that I have in here, whichever the input field. Yeah, I can take this entire thing here, since I may not need it, and move it under here instead. Let's go into my layout. Yeah, layout. Transform. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant the position. There we go. It'll be the input field of the terminal. Let me call it command button. Yeah, let's 3 dots. Let's do that. Okie dokie. Does this? No, it does not. Let's new label settings. Make that somewhat nice, I guess. Let's load assets fonts. Let's lower the size on that. And it's fine. Same thing with the input field if it doesn't have one. It's gonna be an override. Fonts. Load. It's fonts. There we go. Font size. Okay, put 10. Little colors here. I like the placeholder to be a little bit lighter, actually. Like that, I think is fine. And then after that, it could be black. It's fine. I would like to add padding to the beginning of it. Maybe something I can worry about later on. No. Colors, constants, outline, line spacing. Yeah, I can worry about that later, I guess. Cool. Alright, so now that I have this, I can actually go in here. I can get this input field. If it's not connected to anything. No, actually it'll be the button, right? It will be the button. So I have to remove this, disconnected. And I need to add it again. Can I don't know, it'll be interesting. Maybe there is a way to be able to drag this and put it here. Where's that terminal? Here. And connect it. There we go. And I need the input field. Actually, you know what? Let's rename that so it's not Control 8. Would be a good name. Input container. Let's name that on top as well. Cool. So I can go in here and then grab the text for it. And I'm just gonna grab it for right here. And then we gotta figure out what kind of commands we have in here. We gotta... Is there... Oops. No, let's name it. Let's do command line string or something. So we got a split here, where I'm just gonna split it by space. Yeah, I think that's how I would like to do it. So this is an array, right? It should be an array of strings or packed string array. Okay. Or packed string array. So I would like to look at the beginning. Main command string, which is just the beginning of this. We make sure that the beginning of this string we need to check to see if it's a this. Or it doesn't equal. I should say, let's just do double does not equal this, then just return. Can we do this as a char or we gotta do that? Okay, I believe we can do that. Cool, so then string will be so we'll just keep everything after 1 and just keep the everything else main from the main command. Length, yeah, so just removing the beginning of it, and then we check to see what kind of commands we're doing here. So let's see if the command equals add. I think that's the way I want to do. Do I want to say add dash quest, or do I want to say add and then, yeah, I guess add is fine. I want to grab the splits and then say oh, do we even need parentheses in here? I don't think we do. I'm gonna put in parentheses. I mean, it still works. That's actually good to know. I'd love to know if it still works with parentheses or not, but I'm not gonna test it right now. Guess the request string will be, so if the command is /add, then it tells me what kind of item I want to add, which is going to be at 1. This will tell me what kind of item I want to add, so it will be add item or whatever. If request equals item, do this. I'm gonna pass for right now. Else if request equals quest, I'm gonna pass for right now, and so on. Is the elif here? Yeah, there we go. Cool. So let's go back to my dev tools, and basically this is what I want to do. Trying to figure out if this is what I want to do here, because I won't be able to call this. I guess I gotta get the owner, this UI dev, and then call that. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Okay, now let's go back. No, we're good. We want to do this, and you can avoid calling this. They want to get the owner here. Owner node equals. Can we get the owner here? Get owner. Or get. No, I don't want to get the. I want to get the main parent. How would I do that? How would I get the main parents? I can do that in C++, so I'd like to know how to do that in here. Hold on, let me see. Let's look it up. And let's see. Godot. GD script. Get owner. Or maybe I didn't grab it correctly. It just says get underscore owner. I didn't get the option to do that. Maybe because my thing is a control node and doesn't know what get owner is. Get owner. Oh, there it is. Weird. I didn't get an IntelliSense for that. And just say if owner. I just say owner.call. And it should be not this, but it should be the other one. 2. The 2 should have the, so it should be slash add, and then either it's gonna be item and then the item ID, which is the second one. And do the same thing with quest. I'm glad I don't need to do that. All you need to do is do this, which is great. Where did the other one go? There it is. The same thing here. It'll be this. So with this split, we also got to make sure it's greater than 3 at least. The size, yeah, it's greater than 2, or less if it's less than or equal to 2, or less than 3. There you go. Sorry. There you go. So if it does that, then we're good. If it's less than, then that means the command wasn't correct. And then I check to see if it doesn't have the slash at the beginning. Then we get the actual command from it. And if it's add, do that. We're going here. And then in the second, or what I want to add is item. Then we add the item. And then request here. Cool. All right. And we can try that out and see how that looks. So with this, I would like to make this a scene. make scene roots. I think that's a save branch as a, yeah, I think save branch. Go to assets, scenes, UI, dev, and we're pasting it here. Cool. Let's try that out and see if what it does right now. Let's go to my test scene and then go into the game. Excuse me. All right. And I still have the other ones, but I'm not going to use that. So I want to be like add item, and it's going to be tool dash torch, and then send it. Ooh, there we go. I gotta clean that, make sure it cleans it off, but it's right here. There we go, we got the torch. And then we gotta add, let's see if I want to do quest. I don't remember a name for one. I think it's chopping trees. We send, and then we checked our UI right now. There we go. Nice. Great. That is working. Not that it was a huge thing, but still. Do that, then we gotta make sure we clear the text after we do all this stuff. So we can just clear it in here. It'll just be empty, because after that we don't need the input fields text anymore. Cool. Let's clean up the other one then. Let's go in here. There are some tools in here that I can just remove, and we can add it into our. Anything with FPS and all of that actually would be pretty sweet if I can just do that. So we don't need item ID anymore, so I just delete that. And also another thing that we can add is maybe add like a terminal, like an actual terminal, right? It shows the previous commands that you've added, like a little tiny window on top of this, like an actual terminal, right? But for right now, I think it's fine. We can actually probably add these in here as well and say add command speed, and then what does that do in code right now? Let me see. But yeah, we can do that in code as well. So we don't need a slider. It'll be like, instead we can actually set the time by, yeah, you know, let's do that. So the command is add does this, otherwise we'll go to else elif and say command is set. And we do the same thing, request, like what kind of what item I want to set, and set that to 1. Why is this an error? Elif command. Oh, it's supposed to be equals there. Okay, so we get that, and then say if the request. What can be a name for this timescale thing? No, I'm just gonna call it delta. Did we say delta time or just delta? I think delta time would probably be the best. And then we set this to whatever it is. For the second one, we gotta parse it. Is there a parse, or do we just say dot to int or something? You float, there it is. We set the delta time to that. Okay, we don't need this, we don't need that. I can do the zoom value too if you don't want. You can also say, yeah, you can basically remove all of this stuff and put it as a terminal without needing all this UI. We don't need this either. We clear the save game, we can save it. Which what does unsafe game do? We clear it and we save it. Okay. And I think we can do it here as well for reset. You say so most likely we want to check this first and just say if the second item of this equals reset. Actually, it doesn't even matter. Why would I want to do this? No, it's fine. I can just set it to this, whatever it is, and set it to 1. Trying to clean things out. Debating if I want to do all of that stuff right here, right now, or not. Like all of this stuff. I think I'll just leave it like that for now. And we can improve it upon later. Yeah, we'll just leave it like this for right now. Let's check the UI. We keep that, we keep this. Here, save data, add EXP. Experience points. Yeah, we can just leave it like that for right now. We can always come back to it later. Let's test that out with the delta time and see what we can do. Alright. So we got a normal walking speed, and then we're going to say what's called set delta time. If I miss time, and we set it to 0.2. Oh, that did not work. No, I keep typing there. No, this seems normal. I guess it didn't work. Let's take that off again. Let's try this again and see. We'll set delta time, and then we actually set it to 0.2. Maybe that's what I did and didn't actually send correctly. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, it was my bad. Is there a way to set it so that if you press enter as well, it actually submits it? I wonder if there's something that we can do. Let's see. There's something that we can do that submits this when we press enter. I don't know if there is an actual thing like that. Let's look it up real quick. I guess it's not a lot of people talking about it. I don't want to disable, but maybe there's a way that can tell me where. Yeah, I guess so. We can do this. I was hoping it would do it automatically, and all I have to do is just call like a callback function for it or something. I guess so. Let's see what this thing says here. Let's add that to my terminal. Let's go to the script. We'll create a let's see, input events. There we go. I'll type that in here. I already have the input here, so we just gotta say if it has focus, booking event is crashed, and then we actually say command line here. Do I need to set this? Yeah, that's fine. It's perfect. I don't want it to propagate down further. Oh, let's try that and see if that actually works. It'll be pretty sweet. That is working. That's probably the last thing I'll do with the terminal for right now. I don't want to go too heavy right now for that. But I definitely would like to use this to be able to do various different things as well. Cool. So let's try that. Then we'll do, I will say add item. Wait, whoa, what happened here? Oh, oh wait, you know what? It's not supposed to be space, right? It's supposed to be no, I just want key enter. My bad. I just want key enter. Let's try that again. But it looks like it's submitting something when I press space, so I guess it will work. Just double checking right now. Say add item, and it could be a tool torch. There we go. Sweet. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Now I have this that submits my command, which is great. Cool. So right now we have add and set. I would like to eventually add more stuff in here in the future. So something like let's say else if command. What would be a good command name for changing time? Or would it be under set time? Yeah, I guess so. It would be under set, huh? Instead of delta time, it will be set. We can have like time. We do something with time, and by that I mean like it could be morning. It's gonna be like evening, nighttime. The other one would be like seasons, but that's similar to time because all I have to do is jump to that. Yeah, I guess I'll probably come back to it when the time comes. Do I have access to time in here, or is it in C++? I think it's in C++ actually. I wanted to have that in there as well. Do we have, where is this scenes? Yeah. We do have a time manager, which doesn't have anything, but this is my C++ class, or a time manager. Do I have that open? I don't have my Visual Studio open. Yeah, so I combine some methods in here to increment time to a certain time that I want it to be at. So I get the current day. Okay. Is debating if I want to do it now or not. We can set the year and set the month, day, hour, minutes. How do I want to lay that out? And do I want to have find a function for it? Thinking process right now on what direction I want to handle with this right now. We can create like void change to morning, void change to noon, void change to evening. We can say void change to midnight. And I'd like to like have maybe another one's go to next day. Or eventually maybe have something that changes to month. Like go to month. I just don't know if I want to have all of this stuff in here. Just for debugging purposes. I don't know if I want to. I mean, if it asks us to set the current year, and what we can do what we can do is to bind functions to these, and then I can handle all of this stuff in GD script in my def area. I think that's probably what I want to do. Yeah, let's try that and see what. let's go to my bomb functions. So I have a couple of these in here. It'll be set current year or something. Oh, so this will be for a month, day, hour, minutes. I'll just do that until it's easy to type that in there. Cool. So we have access to all of that stuff now once I build it. Cool. And do I have a, I think this is already in global, right? Global time manager. Yeah, there we go. Cool. We'll just test it out with 1A. I'm gonna say go to midnight or something. I just want to see it. Go to midnight. I'll pass that in there. You want to set and if command, well, it's not command, it's request here. The request is time. I believe we want to say if split 2 equals, we'll just say if it equals midnight. And then we'll say go to midnight. Alright, so global time manager dot call. I wonder if this call will work. Oh, look at all this stuff. What is this? Interesting. I guess you want to set the hour, right? The current hour. And we'll set it to 24. Do we set it to 23? Let's set it to 23 first. And it shouldn't be a string, actually. It should be a... Since correct function, set current hour. I don't know if this is going to break anything or anything, but... let's test it out, shall we? Let's remove some of these. I don't need it anymore. Alright, let's test the scene. I don't expect it to work, but if it does, that is awesome. Alright, so we got a set time, and it's at midnight. Maybe I needed to call some updates, actually. Yeah, I think I need to make some updates to this. Or it didn't call it. One of the, oh, here we go. It changed the time, but it didn't change everything, though. It's 11:30 p.m. already. But I didn't update my daytime manager, though. Maybe there's some callbacks I need to do in here. to update it so it's midnight. Yeah, we're at midnight already, but the time has not changed. Like the colors, so it's dark. So that's one thing. At least the timer works, but it didn't update everything else. Is there something I need to call when that happens? Do I submit an event or a signal when time changes? Yeah, we do an emit signal here. Is that something that I already have in here without me needing to create a callback for it? You know what, let's do that. How do I... Let's go into my terminal and then set global time manager emit signal, and it's on time change, isn't it? There we go. We'll emit that signal, but I think we need to update something else. I guess we just call that update. I'll see if this works or not. There'll be some other things I need to call at the same time. Wait, did I restart this already? I don't remember doing it. So let's try that again. Be set time midnight. Okay, so I might get changed, but I didn't change my time here though. Another thing, I need to not be focused on this input string right now. So I did update. And I emitted a signal. On time changed. Assuming that this is supposed to be called here. Sometimes I get issues where I don't have to, I need to actually go in the actual object and not this version of the global time manager. I mean, one way to find out to see if that even works, am I... Let's see, what am I connected to? Find all references. I'm connected to... Wait, this one's on time change though. Maybe that's the... Oh no, that's the name of the function, my bad. That's the name of the function. I was about to be like, what's going on here? So, if we have that on time changed, we can check to see if it called this. So let's attach it. I don't have the game running. Hold on. I thought it was running already. Or it is running. Why didn't it detect that? Select, go in here, attach it. We'll try that command again and see if it actually even goes in here. Oh yeah, that calls it. That's true. I need to. Hold on. Let's do something real quick. I'm gonna have to put it on the side because it's updating on its own. Hold on, let me put this on this side so I can put that breakpoint right away. Because I still need to type this in here. Let's set time midnight. And I'll do it right after it updates the clock on the top. There we go. Do it there. And then send. Okay, so it looks like it did trigger it. Oh, but it says ignore time color. Interesting. Okay. That's why it's not changing the color here. Is there a reason why we're ignoring time color here? I actually want to change it. Actually, let's go back. Okay, I see the problem. So it calls this one my test scene, but I want to change the color of my time. I don't care. I change the color of it. Let's build that again. Oops, I misspelled this. Oops. Yes, I know. I made a boo-boo. Let's build it again. Okay. Let's run that scene again. All right. Ooh, it's changing right now to 6:30, 6 in the morning. Okay. So this is the morning time. It's trying to. The sun is coming out, and it starts changing to these colors over here. And then we're gonna set time to midnight. I'll give it a second before I do it. Cool. Alright, so let's send it. There we go. Midnight time. Let's go. That's awesome. Cool. So that worked. That worked. Alright. So I'm gonna leave it like that. I know there's still a lot more stuff I can add, but I don't want to do all of that stuff in this stream. But it's a good start. Where I have all of this stuff in here, setting the time to midnight. I can add more for different times as well. And then changing the seasons. It would be great to have that in the future once I have the art. When it changes to different types of seasons for this game. And changing like the colors of the trees and all of that. Be able to test that out pretty easy. And testing out things that come out in the mornings or at daytime compared to a nighttime and stuff like that. So that's why I wanted to do this without needing to add all the stuff into CUI here. It'd be great to have this that does everything for me. And there's still some additional stuff I can add, like I mentioned, like a little window on top that shows previous commands that I've added, or maybe show some stuff when I insert a command and I want to see some data on certain things. I think that'd be pretty cool to have that in here, but that's for a future, or I do that on my own time. I don't know. We'll see. It won't be good for this. It'll be good for this game, but I'll be able to reuse it for other games in the future. So at least something like that. But cool. Oh, cool. Cool. Did I turn that off? Because I don't want to see it all the time. Yeah, I did not. There we go. Alright. Cool. So the next thing I would like to jump in right now, before I jumped on something else. I don't even know if I want to tackle it right now, because I don't have the actual, all the animations for it. Let's go into my environment stuff in here. It doesn't even have to be exactly environments, right? So if I go to my folder where I have the scenes for NPCs, I added a hog in here, which is what I showed in the when was it? Wednesday stream. I was working on this little hog over here. Let's turn off daytime cycle for right now. I'll have this little hog over here, and it doesn't do anything right now, right? So if I go to my scenes real quick, there we go. So we have this little, oh my gosh, I forget that there's something here. I gotta figure out why is it doing that all the time. But yeah, anyway, we have this little hog over here, but it doesn't do anything right now. So I want to add some functionality for this little guy over here. I have enemy here, but I don't tell it what kind of enemy I want to spawn. I think it just spawns slimes right now. This is a fish. Wait, why is there both using fish spawner? Maybe I reused the same class. Do I have a GD script for that? Hold on. Hold on. They're both using fish spawns. Let's go to the scripts then. Let's figure out why. I believe that's because it's sync code, so I did a big deal on that. No, that's that. Not in there. This is dev, NPCs, agents. No. I don't have. I only have a fish spawner, but I don't have any other spawners. Yeah, this handles everything, I guess. But how do I tell it what to spawn? If I do change the type? Oh, because this calls it from... Okay, I see. Well, that's fun. I gotta make this a little bit better, but I'm gonna just do it for right now and just copy the path. Where is the... No, it's not that one. I want the actual scene. I see what's going on. Oh, it's right here. I want the actual scene. I copy that path, and it's in my C++ side. Let's jump into that. Agent Factory. Yeah, it uses spawn type. Okay. But for right now, because it's enemies, let's just change it to this. I gotta figure out a better way to do this right now. So let's use the hog for right now. We'll be testing the hog. I'm doing some Limbo AI right now. We're just testing the waters for right now. Okay. I'll go back to my testing, go here. I can delete this hog here because I don't need you. I was just showing it to you guys. And let's go to the agent spawner, which is on top here, which is uses enemy, and I only want one of them. And let's bring it closer so that we can see it. Or I can just move my character on top, whatever's easier. Alright. So let's run it, and let's want to see if it spawns the hog. And then we can do some tests with this. I gotta figure out how I want that hog to be. I want it to be spawned. It crashed on me. Invalid access. Oh yeah, I don't have a pool of my hogs at the moment. So let's create a pool for that. Let's go to my pool manager. We need to add items to it. So let's add a new item, new pool item, and I'm just gonna name it hog for right now. The prefab, which is here. I don't want that many. Let's do 10 for now. And let's put a hog here too. Cool. That should be good now. A hog. Yeah, I want to know how I want to handle the hog right now. Or at least in this game, do I want it to just... Is it going to be like roaming around? And then once it sees the player, it just keeps attacking it? So should it have some type of logic? Ooh, hey, it's doing something now. I think, you know what? That actually looks cool. Because it's using the same. I have a logic for the Limbo AI for that, and it's using the regular basic enemy tree for it, like the slime is. The slime uses an enemy basic tree on it. All right. Cat Hugger, welcome to the stream. Welcome. So how do I want to make this hog look like right now? I'm surprised it actually still works. Because it doesn't have a pounce animation for it. Let's look at that tree then, shall we? I'm a little surprised it ended up working right off the box. So I had this enemy basic tree for it, and this is what the slime does right now. So it has a regular patrolling, pursuit, and attacking, investigation tree in here. And right now it's doing all of that stuff for me, which is just pursuing and attacking because it saw me right away. Alright, so let's look at that. You know, let's create a duplicate of this, and we could be tweaking it. And let's call it just a... I guess it's enemy hog. I don't even know if I want a hog to be enemy all the time. Enemy hog. We'll use that to for the hog. So let's open the hog scene. So that's what it's using right now, and let's replace it with the hog. There we go. So now I should be using the hog tree. The chat layout looks cool. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, Cat Hugger. Appreciate that. Hey, you're not to. Not to. All right. So let's see. So what do we have in here? So we have patrolling, right? And we have pursuing. What makes you go to pursuing? It's set to walk. Okay, so this is where it finds you, where it tries to find the player, and if it sees it, it goes to pursue. What I can do here temporarily. What do I want the hog to do? Would it be like just like a regular wild animal, or should it be like a boss? I just created this like a couple days ago, just to see how it would look like. A hog. Let's make it so they always. Oops, so what did I do? No, I want to change the. Oh, yeah. What does this do? I know that, but I also want to change the look. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Let's make sure that everything that's in here will fail regardless. But it still changes this to pursue though. I didn't want to delete this entire parallel node. I just want to just fail right off the bat. So this is what I wanted to do at all times. Find a random position and then go to it. Let's see if it actually does anything with the always fail. Alright. So right now it's just roaming around. Cool, so that did work with the always fail. I just want to see what's its patrolling type and what does it do. I mean, it should be the same thing as the slime though, so it's nothing huge right now. And pause this for a second before it decides to change to another thing, I think. Wait, is it still... Yeah, it's still following me, huh? That did not work. Or not. Maybe it is doing. It's weird that it worked. It walked at the same time as I did. Cool. I gotta improve these animations that I made. The lame animations I did last night for this character, for the little hog. Oh, I gotta fix that. What's going on in that? Godot right here. Alright, something to look at. Hold on. You know what? Before I do anything, does attacking it still works? I don't want to attack it, but buddy. Oh yeah, it does animations for it, but it doesn't do anything. Oh, it does. Look at that. It does do something to it. Okay. There was no HUD for it. I guess I can just make it. I can just make it so that it's the same as slime, I guess. Now let's take this off out of here. Let's delete that. Alright, let's go into the scene for the hog and see why the HUD didn't show up for it. Maybe I never added it. Apologize for the rooster outside. Let's look at the slime. Why do you have a health? Okay, so mine doesn't have a health, that's why. The hog does not have a... Oh, it does? It does have it. Where did it go? Where did you go, buddy? You're too small, maybe? It didn't show? Do I use tags or your title? Yes, I do use tags, but it's always been like that with me. YouTube algorithm, maybe one day I'll pop off. I'm not too crazy focused on it right now. We have to. Oh, there you are. You're just sitting behind the hog. Increase that to be a little bit higher then. I think that should be okay. And the other thing, it doesn't have a material for... I can take the terminal out for right now. I don't need it right now. You're using a shader, right? Shader, color shader. There it is. Copy value. Let's paste it into my hog here. It's greenish. I don't want it to be green, so let's change the color of that. Where did it go? Let's make this unique, by the way. There it is. I'll just leave it as white right now. I don't want any huge. Okay, so I add a material to the hog, so when I hit it, it changes color. Let's see what else did I miss on adding on my hog right now. So everything's 0. Okay, let's try it out right now and see if there's any changes to it. I just grabbed. Let's there we go. Now it changes colors when I attack it. Another thing I could do here is probably don't immediately attack. Maybe depends on the hog, but I was thinking maybe it doesn't attack my character unless I attack it first. So once I hit it once, then it'll be triggered, and then be... Okay. Oh, it's not that logic. Slim bow. Is there a way to determine something like that though? Like this hog has been attacked. and it's angry. I think the hog has to have another state. And this is a way to determine if it's been attacked already. Let's see. Can see target. Yeah, I probably have to have a value inside the agent and say, has it been attacked already? And then I change it to go to pursue or something. Or something in the Blackboard too, by the way. I can do that too. That I can change it. Let's go to the hog once again. Let's check the Blackboard for it. We could add another state here and say it hasn't been attacked. And then it does what it does. Gonna be a bool. Int string, okay. Or Limbo AI. There's gonna be something here that determines if. Why doesn't it get bigger? I can check for my Blackboard value here. I believe there is a way. Check var, I think. Let's see. Is check bar the one that I want right now? There we go. Has been attacked equal to true. So create a new variable here. Type is a boolean. And we want to set it to true. So if this is true, then we want to pursue. Let's see for this. What does the BTH evaluates the variable against the value and returns success or failure based on the type. Okay. So I'm gonna say that if this fails, it doesn't continue forward then, right? So I don't need to go in here. So if I've been attacked, it grabs the player and pursues it. Otherwise it should fail. Yeah, because it's a sequence, so it's gonna check all of them and they all have to be true. Cool. So now I need to be able to set that value to true after I attack it. Does agent have anything like that already in the code? Go to the script. I do. Oh, let's just change the state. I don't want to change the state. Okay, you inherit from base character. Oh, it does have a damage hit here. Can I overwrite that? Is there can things be overwritten here? Excuse me. Whew. Excuse me. I wanted to know if things can be overwritten here. Let's do some Googling. Let's say GD script function override. I don't want to replace it though. I want to call the shout first, and then it propagates down to the final one. Ah, the super keyword is common. Oh, okay, that's perfect. All right, let's do that. Perfecto. Got it, got it. We used the super. Go to the agent. And where do I want to put you? Let's put A on top. So here I want to say super damage hit first, and then do what I want to do here. Okay. And I want to call BT player blackboard set value. So if it's been hit already, I want to say to true. Let me grab the name of that function, shall we? I mean the has been hit. And let's just make sure that we have a BT player. I don't know. I'm gonna have enemies that probably doesn't have a blackboard, not blackboard, but behavior tree. Well, let's try that and see how that looks like right now. Let's go to my test scene. Today isn't good. Yeah, usually that's how it is. Usually that's how it is. But it's okay though. One day it'll pop off. Usually I get more, I start getting more views after it gets uploaded. But that's okay though. One day I will have people here. All right, let's add. All Alright, so as I get closer to it, it doesn't change. It doesn't attack me. And doesn't do anything right now, which is great. And then I attack it. Or maybe not. Oh, there we go. It took him a little bit. Oh, buddy. And it lost me. So now it's trying to find me for a couple minutes, on a couple tries, and then it just goes back to normal. Oops. Oh no, don't tell me it's stuck now. Oh, there we go. It found this way. Did it actually found me, or is it because... I think what I gotta do is put all of this stuff that's inside to not be an A star. I believe I thought it was doing it. I mean, I'm not able to go in here, but I think it's trying to, I don't know what it's trying to do on top. Either it's ignoring the A star. I shouldn't. It shouldn't be ignoring the A star. If I wanted to go here, my player goes around, so why don't you? So he found me now. I just don't know why he got stuck there. He's still trying to find me. It's going a long way trying to find me right now. Or is it actually looking for me? Actually, that's a good question. Let's go all the way over here. It's been a long way trying to find me. Wow. And it got stuck there, I guess? Well, it needs a little bit more tweaks to this guy and figure out why it gets stuck here. It looks like it's stuck, or I don't know. And then it gets stuck in here with the pond right now. Okay, so he found me again. Or it could be some collision issues, because look at that, it's stuck again. I might have to make the collisions a little smaller then. Let's just respawn on top again. Wait, doesn't it already know I was here? It does, huh? Oh, another thing I did not do is to reset that value when it dies. When it goes away, I need to reset that value. Or agent. Is there a way to say the reset or anything? Excuse me. I need to reset that value when it. Or I can do it here actually. Yeah, it automatically went. Oh, you know what? Another thing though. Hold on. I think another thing is that I don't reset the value once it stops looking for me. I don't reset the value. Hold on. Another thing I need to do. We'll set that to false. And I can have is if the new state. I'll just say, this is a hacky way of doing it for right now. Oh, what's the name? New state. If new state equals investigating, or is it just called investigate? And then just set this back to false. Let's look at it and just double check to see if it's called investigate. Was it tagging me? Yeah, investigates. And I set the state, which then should call my function this to call investigate. And if that state equals investigate, then change that to back to false. I think that's the plan. So let's test it out. Do do do. Oh, let's take dagger. I'll take both, I guess. I think what I gotta do is once I hit it, it automatically stops the current tree and restarts it again. Because now you see once the tree restarted, it started attacking me. Cool. So let's make it respawn again. It shouldn't follow me anymore if I got it correctly, and if it does, that means it didn't do it correctly. Yep, it didn't do it correctly. It didn't reset. What are you doing right now? Look at that, going in circles. Oh, it's back to normal now. You can see it's moving a lot slower now. So it's not attacking me anymore. Okay, so I think the problem had to do with not being active anymore. Wait, hold on, why? Okay, so let's look at that bug. Am I feeling that when it goes in here, it automatically sets to be false, so it doesn't update this value. So maybe I could call like a deferred on this, or like set deferred, which is just active. I'm assuming this is the problema for this. I can make that work. But right now it hasn't moved at all. But it moved after I move, which is strange. Alright, so let's restart this. And then see if I can get it working when it respawns after I hit it a bunch of times. Alright, let's hit you. And it should start attacking me in a bit. There we go. Nope, that did not work. Do I need to reset the tree or something? That is very interesting. Interesting, once it goes to investigate mode. After it loses me. It just goes back to normal. Yeah, see that? Now it's back to normal. Why does it work in... Maybe the defer does not work? It needs to be done on the spawn, I guess. When do I activate this again? Here on initialized path. I think maybe I can do it there instead. Let's try that instead of doing it down here. Every time it spawns, you should call this function anyway. And I just need to reset it. And it's almost time too, by the way. It's probably the last test I'm gonna do. Come on, little hog, come back over here. I'll give you some hits. After it's done and it restarts the tree, it should attack me, which it does. After it's like running so fast, and it attack me right here. Oh, so let's respawn and see if that worked. Yeah, there we go. Perfecto. Cool. Yeah, it needs a little bit more work though, but it's getting there. Cool. Oh, hey, it didn't work this time though. So it didn't work all the time. Strange that it worked that one time though. Weird that it worked the first time and after that it didn't work. Whoa. This guy really wants me. Look at him. He's angry that I got him twice already. Okay, so it's not foolproof then. It is not foolproof. Maybe I'll delay this set bar. Is that possible? I gotta figure out something with that. Make it a lot easier for me. Make it a lot easier for me. But anyways, I think that's where I'm gonna call it though. I think that's where I'm gonna call it because I'm about to start heading to work right now. It's that time already, guys. Woo. Alright then guys, thank you guys for being here. Or if you guys watching this later on and when it gets uploaded, thank you guys for watching the video. And I guess my goal right now is to figure out a little bit of art for my game. So I'm gonna spend some time and look into that and see if there's any assets that I can fit into my game. If not, then I'm gonna have to figure out and create my own. But at least that's the plan. But yeah, that's the plan. Anyways, guys, have a great day or a wonderful night, depending on your time. And I'll talk to you guys later. Signing out, guys.